get to see the beautiful echo party we had.
I can turn it on anytime you want.
The game ever gets dull,
Special effects.
or drugs or reality gets too low.
Is it 1 where reality ends? Or when the game ends?
If we get to a 1, then reality collapses, game over.
Oh no.
But how does it collapse? What happens to us?
Good question.
Guess there's one way to find out.
Intentionally crash reality.
Malcolm.
So I think the upshot here is don't roll unless you can get a +2, and make sure you don't get that under there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if it's a 1 or a 2, then it goes down and the game ends.
Yep.
And
Don't
if it's
do what
anything
Mark
higher
did.
than I
Don't do what Mark did and roll 3 1s.
3 1s.
Yeah. That's why you need a +2 when you're rolling, so you can get at least a 3. Take your drugs, but not too many. Only do things that you're good at in a safe environment. So speaking of when we last left, I think my name is Chuck Garn.
Chuck Garn, you had passed out.
Was contacted by some computer intelligence and passed out as they tried to throw me into a van. Was that it?
Right. It was
That's right.
you saw your own face come on, like after
Right.
after Singularity Security Systems logo passed through, and it was your own face telling you that he had all of your memories and thoughts, and that you should do the easy thing and turn yourself in.
Like, no, but also
I can't handle this. I have seen what no man should ever see. I forget, was Miriam still walking the neighborhood at this point?
or in the kitchen.
I think I had just talked to my friend in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
She had just left to go boink my husband,
Oh no.
but I also found some dirt on her.
Right. And then Heath, you were, I guess, heading off to the blinking at the hotel.
No, I was in the interrogation room, but I'd just been let out.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had hacked the police station.
Oh, the husband was at the hotel. Yeah, you were at the, where were you again? Sorry.
I had
Well-
unsuccessfully tried to hack the police station, so
Oh,
you're
that's
still
right. He
stuck.
unsuccessfully tried to
Yeah.
hack me out of the police
He
station.
wins, baby.
Oh yeah,
Says I was being
Feels like we-
accused of something
that's the
Whoever
last
you
thing we
are.
did was the 3 1s.
that happened at Miriam's house with the kids, but I don't have any knowledge of this happening. I think people are crazy.
Oh yeah, you attacked
Oh,
my
man.
children.
Making
dare
Oh,
you.
no.
accusations falsely at me. Someone's trying to frame me or something.
Oh man.
My daughter's been texting me.
Yeah, let's see.
Not Frank. Such a nice boy.
Rupert Frank. Oh, right, yeah.
That's right. You
Um,
guys know each other.
Let's see. Could we see, let's see. So you are staying, Miriam is staying at the friend's house right now?
Yeah, I think
Or-
she was like, "You can stay over here," and I was like,
Have a pillow.
"Oh yeah," and I got a good
Sometimes the
pillow.
mask slips or something.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I'm just dealing with that.
The creepy pillow.
Yeah, if it's okay, could we kick off a scene with Miriam at the friend's house? What was that Clarice Tannenbaum, I guess?
Mhm.
Yeah, Clarice Tenenbaum.
So Clarice is off to the hotel. And
I mean, she left me alone with her big house
yeah,
also. So
yeah, it's kind of dark outside. You're in the living room. The pillow is on a chair across from you that says, "Sometimes the mask slips," and there's a clock ticking on the wall.
Yeah, I think this is reinforcing my decision earlier that like, being tricked again. This is not my family. And I think I am and had that bizarre conversation. So like normal life Miriam often has like ambitions in the mega church, but also I'm like kind of need to figure out which reality I'm in right now, really. It's clues. Maybe some
Okay.
snooping, I think.
Snooping around the house. Excellent.
Snooping around the house.
Was there a name for the church? Do we get a fun name for that?
Oh,
we
yeah.
hadn't, no.
I think it's like one of those mega churches that just has like one word names, like that one that's like Grace.
Unity, hope.
Yeah, this one is
Well, our themes are what? Identity and drugs.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Euphoria.
Yeah, maybe ours is union, yeah.
Union. Okay.
Yeah.
Union.
All are one.
I'm
One
just
of us.
making that note. All are one.
That's my Borg church. Yep.
They end
Cool.
every service with one of us. One of
Wow,
us.
right. Oh man. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's say that you sorry. Let's say that you were in the kitchen, now you're in the living room. Let's say that you go you poke into the garage and you find one really, really mundane thing there to start with. Like, what is the most normal, like, I am not worried about this person at all?
Yeah, I find the level.
Oh, okay. So it's just a normal sort of tool shelf.
So normal, it's like a pegboard tool shelf. And
Yeah.
it's got outlines where every tool should be and every tool is in its place. And just eye level is the level.
Oh, cool, cool. And then let's say that there's some detail about the pegboard that when you get a closer look at it, you're getting kind of concerned.
It seems like the circles of the pegboard are different shapes, like different radiuses. Like some of them seem big,
Like,
some
how
of them
would you
seem
even
too small for
manufacture-
pegs. Pegs are all different sizes.
Cool, cool. Let's see. I'm intrigued by what you had said earlier about your kids blowing up your phone about what had happened. Let's say
Nothing happened.
that.
Not what they say.
This is bullshit. I didn't hit him, Mark. I didn't.
Oh God.
But I wonder if I don't always understand what they send me. Like
What I'm wondering is if you get like the last notification, but none of the previous ones. That can kind of happen on your phone where you like you get a message like, well, I don't know why you don't care if we get abducted. And that's it. And that is from Jessica.
Yeah.
Typical Jessica.
And then a few minutes later, there's a text from Justin that says everything's fine.
All right. Bearings on my real kids. Just have to play it cool. And I'm going to send them back some text. Trying to play it cool, but also trying to figure out where they are.
Oh, cool.
Like, trying to figure out how to get back to my house from here. So I'll text back, okay, family check-in, tell me 5 things you see.
And I'm just going to
I see a picture.
Yeah. Oh,
So I'm sending 5 pictures back.
and
of
let's
5
say
things I see.
the first reply back you get is from is 5 straight replies from Junior. And they're all just blurred images where you can't really tell what he's looking at,
Great.
There.
with like interjected emojis that seem to have nothing to do with what he's saying.
It's very on brand for Junior. He mostly speaks in emojis when he talks in the text anyway. Okay. Well, Junior's
and-
alive. Or
Yeah.
or his phone is not dead.
And let's say, yeah, Justin sends you 4 very mundane very normal pictures, like, you know, the kitchen, the doormat, but the 5th picture is of the departing cop car.
And is it and it's probably Frank's car. Like I probably know
Oh,
his
yeah, yeah.
particular car. So I'm like, oh, maybe they're over at Frank's house.
Do the kids know Frank? Like,
I
Do you
don't
think
think they
they do?
do.
okay, yeah, that obviously from the earlier interaction. No.
Yeah.
Uncle Rupert.
Yeah. So I do. So I'm just assuming that maybe he has got them and they're safe at his place.
That's okay, cool. And then I think Jessica is the one that's just gonna text back, no, where are you? Yeah, she just texts back a picture, a little video of her. Somehow it loops.
I didn't know you could make pictures move.
Uh,
Okay. Well, got enough clues. I know they're
Yeah.
safe. They're with Frank. I'm gonna text Frank. I'll be right over to get my kids. Lol.
Which we did determine that I did still have my phone because
Yeah.
they're really easy on me. Being a cop, they just put me in an interrogation room. They're not treat me totally like a criminal. And I think Frank would be a bit puzzled. I'd be like,
I'm gonna
so
start.
you heard
Yeah.
about? Wait, what? Because I still don't know those were her kids I visited.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. So I'm like, what are you talking about?
And
With like a gif of something, some movie, somebody shrugging.
Oh, I wonder if maybe there's like a surprise party going on. And
That
so I
makes
just
sense.
send back like a winky emoji and start walking to Frank's house.
And I think in the text conversation, another text block comes up in a different color that says, this conversation is being logged for your safety. then
Ooh,
A
exciting.
like code number after that.
Oh, this is very authentic. Oh, I wonder what anniversary I forgot.
Oh, no.
I'll figure it out on the way over there. I bet. Oh, I wonder. I forgot my husband's name.
That's why Malcolm was playing mad.
That's why Malcolm. Yeah, that's why my husband, whose name I've forgotten, is playing mad. That's why Malcolm was playing mad.
Cool. I think I'm okay leaving you going off to the surprise party at your house.
I haven't figured out, so I'm gonna do that.
Let's see. Rupert, let's say that you're just finishing the phone conversation, right? Or the texting conversation. What? Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, I know this is kind of silly since we just left that scene, but now I just thought about it. I think he's still a bit puzzled by it. I think he would text her back again and be like, listen, whatever they've told you. Oh no, I don't know those were her kids. I don't
Yeah.
know. Never mind. Never mind what I was about to say. Forget it. Go on,
Okay.
Peter.
Well, I was
forgetting
gonna
that.
say like, Chuck's attempt to hack the entire like
Mm.
facility you're at must have had some effect, even if it wasn't the desired effect.
That's true.
So I'm wondering,
Yeah.
like, what are a couple of things that happened at the detention facility that were not let you escape?
I feel like what happened is after I tried to tell him no, don't hide cops. He did what he did, and I think from my end what happened was he was immediately cut off, and I was like, Chuck, and then I heard like from the jail block, King, quick, doors open, let's go, and then a bunch of commotion and violence and fighting.
Oh God.
Can we also have all of the snack machines just immediately disgorge all of their
Discouraging
contents?
all.
I don't think I would know that yet, but at some point
Yeah.
I will find a lot of like chips piled.
Honey
But
buns.
that's what we see in the camera. It's like the
Yeah.
camera like pulls down through the cell block as people run out and machines just throwing
Hey,
candy
chips
bars at them.
everywhere, And I'm like, what the hell's going on out there?
Yeah. So
My,
do you
my
go-
door's still locked. God damn it.
so you're still locked in. You can't investigate or anything. But there's been a huge commotion outside.
Sure sounded like a jailbreak of some kind.
So what do you think? Are you going to take immediate action, or do you think you will just kind of let the time pass for a while? Because I don't think anybody's coming to the door to check on you anytime soon.
I mean, I feel like I'd probably I'd start banging on the door. Hey, what's going on? What's going on out there? Anybody? Hey, it's Frank. I'm in interrogation room 2. God damn, let me out.
Okay. Let's see. I think, yeah, my instinct is that sets off some sort of like sonic attack, like, that like ultra low frequency sound designed to kind of debilitate somebody in a riot situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think it's sort of like there's a voice that says escape attempt detected, and then just
God damn it.
Okay, and then this intrigues me. I'm so sorry in advance. There's a television screen. There's a monitor in the wall of your retention cell, and at this point, a bright cartoon figure who is like the interrogation room version of Clippy.
Yep.
Who's a happy little police dog.
Oh.
Shows up or boots up and appears.
Looks like you're trying to escape.
Yeah.
It's Bobby.
Bobby
the crime dog.
Bobby the crime. This is
Love
Bobby
it.
the crime dog. And I think at first it's giving you just what you're familiar with this. It gives you like a standard message of escape attempts are the worst. And we want you to know that this facility's bark is just as bad as its bite. We've got lots of guards and lots of locks to keep you in place, so you just sit tight until a registered official tells you it's time you can go. Bye now.
But I just remembered my cop training. But the thing is, for just such occasions as jailbreaks and riots, what do prisoners first thing usually do? Like try to subdue cops, they probably try to lock cops up. So the security cameras have a badge recognition system that will recognize a cop's badge to let them out of locked rooms in the case of a riot.
Okay, so is this a thing we can roll dice for this one, I think?
It sounds uncertain, risky, or
Sounds
weird.
uncertain.
And could you repeat, I was looking at the rules just then, can you repeat the plan that you've got right now?
When a lockdown situation initiates at the station,
Oh, they'll try to lock
Well,
up the.
yeah, because that police, the prisoners will usually like lock up cops. So the security cameras kind of go on alert looking for cop badges so that if you're a cop that gets locked up in a riot, you can flash your badge at the camera. And
Oh, cool.
We'll let you out of a cell or whatever.
Cool. So before Bobby the crime dog can disappear off of the screen, you do the intercept code or whatever and show the badge for that. And I think we have the dice room in the chat
Yes,
log.
we do.
Oh, and what's the bad thing?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, I think the bad
Thank
thing
you.
would be that it then somehow also like maybe when I had my personnel files collected, I had a beard, and I recently shaved.
Oh no.
And it's supposed to be smart enough to like recognize you with glasses, without glasses, but it's got old software.
So,
And so it could perceive me as a prisoner who's now trying to impersonate a cop, in which case it would subdue me with a taser fire from the camera.
awesome. Okay, let's see how the dice go. Oh wait, let's check on. Are you high right now?
I was just thinking about that. I think I still am.
Okay.
Yes, I think I'll get to the next. There's another question. Yes, I am.
Okay, and not too high nor not high enough.
See, now I think I'm probably not high enough.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
I think
cancel
they
each other
did-
out.
I think they did let me keep my jujis, but it's been a lot going on, and I just haven't thought to like pop any yet because I've been busy.
Is this a thing that you're good at?
I think it is. I'm like, flashing my
Cool.
badge.
And is it part of your job?
Definitely is.
Have you read about something like this?
I mean, probably, but not. I don't think in an applicable way to
Okay.
this role.
And is this unlike anything you've ever seen before?
I think it is. I don't think I've
Yeah.
actually been in a riot before. I mean,
Yeah. Are you in an unfamiliar environment? This could go either way.
I would say no. I'd say it's
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah.
And are you hurt or otherwise fucked up?
No, I don't think I am.
Cool. So that's a +1.
All right.
Oh, me. And we roll.
Will
3.
reality survive?
As long as it's not triple ones, we should be good.
No, but it's not quite much better. It's a 3, a 2, and a 2.
Oh wow. Okay,
So,
let's see how we assign those out.
We're definitely, no matter what, not doing what I want and not avoiding the bad thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Neither one of those is happening.
And it's just a
Brink is
question
the
of
only one holding reality together.
whether we preserve reality or not is the only thing.
But since I can't do anything else,
Yeah.
I might as well raise reality.
All right.
All right.
Hands off the GM duties, I think, or
Duty.
yeah.
Oh, is that how, I wonder, is that how it, since it, does it go, is it both ways? Like raising it to
Yep.
3 now makes me GM?
And now Peter is Rupert Flink.
I'll take over.
That's
I didn't think
ridiculous.
about that part, how we're going to be just giving each other characters.
It's pen left, pen right all over the place.
I can't wait to
this is
see.
Great.
Shall
everyone's
I finish out the results of
Yeah, go
of
for it.
this?
Yeah, sure. You finish them out.
Yeah, I think the happy cartoon dog pretty much just turns into a demon dog as the screen goes black. And yeah, I think it snarls out, "You're not real. You're not a real cop."
Oh,
I'm firing the submissive drugs, and the whole room fills with a gas. And we may see the effect later on the character that I am now taking over.
Fantastic.
Oh man.
All right. Well, I think next is what happens is that good old Chuck.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, where's Chuck?
Chuck comes to.
Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck?
Where's Chuck?
You
Is
come
he
to.
in jail? No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
You don't
Where's
see
Chuck?
anything
Where's Chuck?
because you feel like there's something over your head, so you can't see anything. You feel a rumbling beneath you. You're obviously in a vehicle, most likely being transported. So at the moment, like you've just come to, you haven't moved or anything yet. So it's, what do you do? They don't know. No one else will know you're awake yet or anything. You're just coming to.
Do I hear voices or any bodies back there?
Let me see. Let me see some. I want to see because I have a couple of ideas here. Let's see if you hear any voices or if you've awoken during a silent period. Oh, you do hear some voices.
Ooh, I will remain still and listen.
You hear one voice go like, and so he's been working with Frink, has he? I mean, they've definitely been in contact. He just tried to break Frink out of the jail. So do we need to get Frink as well? Apparently Frink's taken care of for the moment. He's not in immediate danger. Oh, all right, we're arriving. We're here. Pick him up. Pick him up. I picked him up last time. You carry him this time. No, you look at that. Who's the superior here? Carry
Raucous
him
game
to
of
the
paper,
door.
rock, scissors breaks out.
God damn it, fine. I'll carry him to the door. Always pulling rank on me.
Yeah, so I'll just go limp. Let him work for it.
Heavy cat.
He has a real hard time because naturally he doesn't know it, but you're making it extra difficult.
Little
for him.
extra floppy.
Yeah, like, every time he like starts to get you position, you just happen to like
Oh.
roll into it. Oh, God, that son of a...
Oh, sorry.
And then finally you hear the second guy go like, God, look, fine, I'll take his feet. Give you one simple job. You can't even carry a body inside. So finally you feel another guy grab your feet. The guy can't get you under the arms. That's difficult because you're like dripping out of his arms, isn't it? Fine, the guy's like, fine, switch sides. And the other guy comes around and grabs you, and the arm's tighter. He's bigger. He's more muscular, and he gets a good grip on your torso. And then the other guy like grabs your feet, which of course you pull one out, and he drops it, and he's your first guy.
Heavy
Eventually,
cat.
they get you. And a door opens, and they start trucking you. You hear, and it's like over like a light gravel under their steps. And beep, beep, boop. And the door slides open. Or what you assume, that sounds like a door sliding open.
The rest of the show is just Foley.
Yeah, it's awesome. Where are we taking him? Where the hell do you think we're taking him? Where? I don't know. We capture a guy. Where will you take captured guys? All right, fine. I guess the detention block. And then you hear like definitely a big heavy metal door. Slide open. They toss you in, not too violently, but not gently either. For black. And then there's like a really like silence, and uncanny. Like at first you're so silent, you're like, did you pass back? Yeah, did you pass back out or what? I mean, like there's no room. You don't hear anything.
Are my hands free?
They are bound behind. No. Wait, let's see. Let's see if your hands are free. Oh, they are free.
Right.
They unbound you before they toss you in the room.
Yeah, easier to handle.
Yeah, you're gonna be detained in a room. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll like give it a minute to make sure like they're not standing there trying to fuck with me, and then see if there's like a zipper or a lock, or I pull it off, or
it's just
what's on my head.
It's just like
pull off the bag.
You pull it right off, and you see nothing.
Black, dark.
Yeah, it's just like the darkest dark you have ever encountered. Even though you've been in the dark, you would think your eyes would adjust for it, but you're like, no windows, whatever. It's not that crazy. But
like, put the bag back on, take it off,
you can
put it back on,
no,
take it off. Like
you can.
Okay.
It's really kind of creepy how you can tell no difference between bag on and bag off.
I think I'll start like feeling like from the direction I think the door would be in, just feeling over there until I hit a wall. Try to be as not banging into a wall as possible, but I got shot in the head, so no guarantees.
As it's very disorienting moving around in the dark, but there's something extra disorienting, and you can't quite place it. So like you're like crawling along the floor is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you're like crawling along the floor, and you expect to like find a corner where a wall and a floor meet or whatever, but you don't. and you crawl and you crawl and you crawl and you crawl and you crawl, and you feel like a slight you feel like there's maybe a slight, curve under you a little bit. It's not so much to be. You're not even sure because everything's
like I'm in like a super shallow bowl kind of.
maybe, but you can't even be sure just because between the darkness and the utter complete silence, it's so disorienting. You're like, maybe it's just fucking with your senses. But all you know is you've been crawling a while now, and you have not.
Yeah, I think after a couple of minutes of this, I'm just like, okay, fine. What do you need? Who are you? How long am I gonna be here? I need to talk to a lawyer.
And
I know my rights.
When you start talking, the entire room illuminates. There's not like a source of light, like a light. All you see around you now is white. So of course first like, wow, that's overwhelming because you were just in total darkness, whatever. And you do notice also when you speak, it's very weird because like you hear your own voice out of your mouth, but that's it. Like you don't hear anything off walls, floor, anything like that. It's like,
hello.
Wow, that is a dead space. Like those rooms you hear about, but they're just so null of sound that
it's heartbeat, like that.
And so after a room has lit up, then you hear a voice. Again, it's coming from kind of just everywhere around you, and this isn't like you're definitely so this isn't like another dimension or anything. Like you're in a room for sure. And then the voice goes, "Who are you working for?"
I don't work for anybody. Who are you working for?
And it goes dark again.
Job. Hey, wait, are you offering me a job? What's going on? I'm working for the government.
Which one?
Earth government, FBI. Special agent. My name's not Chuck Garn. It's Charlie Grease. I'm an FBI agent in charge of illegal alien affairs.
Wow, you're really
watching the borders.
Like this. So you think you can just make things up and we're not going to know? We're so stupid. We'll just believe anything that comes out of your filthy little mouth.
I don't know who you are, so I don't know how dumb you are. I guess. Yeah, I got me. I'm not an FBI agent. I'm with the NSA. This is an internal affair. This is not a border crime. This is a lot of drugs involved, though. So I'm close to making a break on this case, and you're really fucking it up.
Chuck Bocephus Garn from 11342 Mockingbird Lane. We know what's in the shack. We know everything you've ordered for the past 2 years to that address. We know the things you do. We know the things you've collected. We know the activities you're up to. We know who you meet. We know the forums you read. We know the websites you go to.
Okay, which network are you with? Look, just let me out and I'll like lead you guys off of the whole like connecting stuff. You can like, is this like Amazon Flicks or like which one of you? I'll just leave it off. Let me out of here. I'll connect up everyone else but you. Fine, I don't care. Keep it to yourselves.
So we're to believe you got this far, not working for anyone, a bumbling idiot like yourself. Almost hacked the city police station on your own.
To be fair, I kind of did. I just didn't do it right. It's got it. Some cross the T somewhere.
And yet you work for no one?
No, I learned it on the streets.
And there's like you hear like a is that, and then you kind of hear what I don't know, is it, didn't they fix? And then you see like it's still lit up, and then finally you see, no, actually no, you do see it. Okay. Yeah, you just happen to be looking, and you hear like you definitely hear a sound that breaks the complete deadness. Just and you actually can get a beat on that sound. So you look, And then you see like just a hairline crack in the white about the size of a door. Like you're seeing through the crack to something outside, and you still can't really get a beat on what's going on. But you're like, that looks like something.
Yeah, I'll move towards that while continuing to spout bullshit.
As you move toward it, they go. When you decide you want to stop trying to fill our heads with bullshit, we'll try again later. And everything goes completely black again, except for that
Son of a
little-
bitch!
Except for that, you still see that little seam or whatever it is.
Is it getting closer when I move towards it?
Yeah. And now you're sort of getting the sense, now you have a bit of a point of reference that you're sort of getting a sense of almost maybe you're inside a sphere.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so curved. And so, yeah, you do like, you can actually move toward it. But what's really weird is you don't feel any like shift in the gravity. Like, if you were to walk up the wall of the sphere and you'd be like, oh, I fall. So the gravity stays the same the entire time. And that's like, well, that's weird. But now
Giant
you do have
hamster ball. Got it.
you do have something that you can make a point of reference to walk toward. Yes.
Cool.
So
Yeah, keep moving towards it until I can
You're
see what it
there,
is
and
or
then
see
you
through it.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it definitely looks like a seam, or like almost like maybe a door opened a little bit.
Can I get my fingers into it, or like?
You got
yeah.
it's probably just enough room to slip your fingers up under it.
Yeah, so try to like pry it open or lift it or move it somehow.
Yeah, you know what? Let me take a little look, I feel like I feel like this is a chance. This is time. This is a time to roll. It's a rolly roll.
Right. Ooh, this can be a rough one.
So let me remember how the hell all that works.
So the thing I'm trying to do is get out via this crack, I guess.
Sure,
See if I can
sure.
open it up.
Mm-hmm. And what's the bad thing that could happen here?
I think the bad thing is that they see that I'm doing that, and like this is a disorienting but relatively neutral environment. And I think the bad thing is they like make it some sort of hellscape. So I'm not just like hanging out. It's like actively going to be assaulting my senses.
All right then, take a rosy roll and see what happens.
Let's see. Am I high?
Oh
think
yeah,
I
yeah.
am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's questions I have to ask you, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta find out. I'm new to this whole GM thing. Where are the questions? Oh, there you go. Yeah. So, are you high? Are you?
Don't think I am.
I don't think you are either. Is this something that you're good at?
Is it something I'm good at? I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on that, because it feels like a wheedly getting out of trouble, trying to hack my way out kind of. But I'm not convinced. I'm gonna say no.
Go with no, just because
Yeah.
like I think might have seen a lot of movies where this happens, but it's not
Yeah.
like a thing you've done yourself a lot.
Yeah,
Is this
definitely not part of my job.
No, definitely not part of your job. I'm just gonna say you've definitely read about something
Yeah,
like this.
I do read a lot of science fiction, so I think
Yeah.
I did read this before.
So we'll give you that one for sure. Are you? Well, we determine you're not high, so you can't be too high. But is that separate from not being high enough, or is not high enough? Is
Yeah, I
not
think
being
there's-
high also not high enough?
I think not. Like you can be not high, but like not high enough. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to
Or in
think,
withdrawal?
I would
Do you
be.
go in withdrawal?
Ooh, do I go do static? Yeah, maybe static does. I think probably I'm starting to like maybe mistake some of the blackness for like memory blackouts. Of like they couldn't have turned me into a giant sphere, right? Yeah, so let's say I'm in withdrawal.
Okay, I'll take that away then. Is this unlike anything you've ever seen
It,
before?
it sure is.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Hmm.
That's -1.
Are you in an unfamiliar environment?
I certainly am.
Are you hurt or otherwise fucked up?
I have been shot in the head.
Oh
so
my
yes.
God, that's right. I forgot about that. This is not good at all. That's a 3 down.
That's a -3. Okay, let's see what happens.
Sorry, everybody.
Okay, Chuck, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
well,
not
I
the
mean, that could have
bad.
been a lot worse.
All right. So, oh boy.
Which is the dump stat?
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna take one for the team, and I'm gonna take the 2 down to a 1 and the 3 down to a 1, and put 5 in the reality box,
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
and
Look at
bring
you
us back up to
fancy
4.
pants. All right, reality is now up to a 4.
Okay, and
We'll get it
don't
up
get
to
out.
6.
Yeah, you
Mark
don't
my
get-
words.
So yeah,
It's
I
our
think,
one and only goal.
so you get your fingers on the door,
At the end, we all go to Home Depot.
and it's pretty tough, but like you can tell like something's got like kind of malfunctioning, so it's not as and you like it starts to you're starting to make a little progress. You start to make a little and then you find your there, fine, yeah, we got the system back. Hey, what? Hey, no, he's trying to get the door's halfway. Do something about that. And they push a button and like you get your fingers out just in time. No, except for your index one. As the door
Smash.
slams.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you now you're shot in the head and missing the tip of your right index finger.
Ooh, ow, ow, ow.
And then they're like, just deploy the measures right now. We'll figure out what to do. And then they do something, and the whole like everything around you just starts. It's you can't even make it out. It's a cacophony of sound, a cacophony of visions, and as well as an actual like physical discomfort, like not like a taser shock that strong, but there's definitely like a shock involved. So much so you like jump back and kind of fly back and hit another wall. And then that makes you fly back and hit another, and you're like, you have no idea what was going on, but there is no up, down, left, or right here.
Oh no.
And I
This
think
sucks.
that's where we'll leave Chuck for the moment.
Very bad day.
Very bad day. Very bad day.
Reality is up to 4.
So we, yeah, all right. Okay, so now I'm trying to remember what was happening with everybody else. Miriam was going to Frink's, was that right?
Yeah, I'm going to Frank's house.
And then Frink also had just.
But I think I've never been to his house before, but I do know his address because I work at
that's right.
the dentist office that he goes to. So
And Frink had.
Freak has
had
also
not
had measures
successfully
taken
got
against
out.
him.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
had
Yeah,
measures.
Frank has got hit with the submission gas.
Frank
Oh.
and Chuck are living
By-
strangely parallel experiences and yet completely different experiences.
Or are they different?
Or
we're all the same person.
That's right. Who
We're all
knows?
Billy the Crime Dog.
We're all different aspects of one person's personality.
So yes, you have. Does Frank live close enough to you? Did you just walk, or did you drive? Did you take a cab? How'd you get to Frank's?
Oh yeah, he lives a little farther away on the other side of town, the other side of the suburbs, and I take a cab.
All right. So as you're arriving, and the cabbie was very talkative, and obviously like he was very obviously hitting on you, and saying, "All right, well, hey, here's your destination, little lady. Hey, if you need a ride later on, I mean, I'll be on duty all night. I could, I could give you my personal number, and then you could just call me, and I'd be happy to come pick you up again later if you need, ride later on whenever you're done doing whatever you're doing here."
Oh my goodness, you're the first person that's been nice to me today. Thank you so much. That I would so appreciate that.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
you have no, I mean, it's just like we talk about in Sunday school, like you never know what kind of day somebody's having. And like, you're doing that to me now. And like, that reminds me that like, maybe I shouldn't snap at people when I'm in traffic or something, because I don't know what kind of day they're having. Do unto others as you would have them. do
Yeah,
unto you.
totally. Do others. I mean, do unto others. Yeah. I'd do unto people like I want done unto as well.
I feel like we just really resonate.
Man, we got so much in common, me and you. You know, it's crazy. You know, so
Thank you for being such a good listener.
yeah, I mean,
I didn't know there was so much.
I can't help it. I'm a people person, you know, and especially when I feel a connection. Look, hey, you know, here you go. Here's my card.
You don't happen to be free Sunday morning?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't be what you thinking. What are you Sunday morning?
Oh, it's so silly. You're gonna think it's really, really silly.
No, not at all. You can tell me anything. What you need?
Well, I made I don't know. I always go to Easter service and I'm always by myself at the service. And it would be really nice one year, the Easter service, to have anybody with me.
Oh, you want me to go to Easter service with you? We'll get together to an Easter service?
You don't think it's like it's too weird, or
No, man. I mean, I think that's really, you know what? I think that is, you know, so bold of you to like just take charge like that. And like, even though we just met, but like there's we got a connection, and for you to just like
Miriam's like not listening.
immediately like initiate a human connection like that and just jump right to it. I think that's great. You know, for most people, you know, it's just like, oh, let's go out for coffee or something. But like, hey, no, let's go to an Easter service together. Yeah. I'd be down with that. And then maybe we could hang out afterwards or something. Yeah? Make a day out of it.
What? A whole day?
I mean, I'm not trying to be present. If you want, we don't have to.
Oh, well, I mean, I hadn't thought of it that way. There's all sorts of things I could show up to with somebody.
Well, yeah. Look, here's my number. It's got my number. Or you can text me. You can email me or whatever. And like we'll figure it out. And you know, I'll pick you up. And yeah, that'd be great. This is my best ride ever. Now you just made my best ride ever. Oh, I didn't get you. What's your name?
I'm Miriam.
Miriam, pretty name for a pretty lady. Golly, I thank you, Miriam. You know, I'm glad I could give you. You made my night. So you know, you said I did something for you nice, and now you've made my night. We've made each other's night.
We've been at the house for a little while now. No longer in the road. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I guess I should just go in and see what happens.
Yeah. No, hey, and if you know, look, I'm not trying to push you in, but like if you get a hankering, you want to hang out like before Sunday, you can give me a call. That's cool too. But if not, we'll arrange it and we'll hang out Sunday.
What's the cab driver's name? I forgot.
It's Bo.
Bo. Got it.
Bo.
Oh, got it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Certainly.
Awesome, Miriam. Awesome. You're awesome. I'm awesome. We're awesome.
Just already out of the car.
Have a good night, Miriam. You're awesome. Yeah. Bo takes off. So there you are. You're at Frank's building, which is it's an apartment building.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wouldn't be able, because it's an apartment building. I don't notice his car is not there.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah. So he's in an apartment building, and I know that he is on the 4th floor, apartment 408.
Yeah, you'll have the number.
Yeah, because I have his address. That's where we send his bills for all his cavities.
Oh God!
I smell a HIPAA violation.
Why? It's not. I'm not supposed to do anything bad with the information. That's the agreement. Do no harm. But
she can't help if she just happens to remember.
I'm really good with numbers, and that's one of the things I'm good at. I'm really good at remembering numbers. Yeah, super HIPAA followers, but Miriam does not.
All right, yeah. So his number, his apartment number.
So I'm gonna just like knock a lot, and I don't get any answers. So I'm like debating Okay, well,
No, you get an answer.
oh,
no.
oh no.
Am I up?
You knocked so you're knocking on 408, right?
Yeah.
And somebody opens it, and they're in. They have like a. All you see is they poke their head around. They have like a glass. They have like a visor on, like not like a. Like a safety visor, like you'd wear if you're doing some kind of work, that kind of visor, not like a military visor or anything like that. And they're like, "Okay, can I help you?"
Oh, this must be part of it.
I'm sorry, part of what?
Okay.
Is there something like? I
Do
think
you
you
have
got
like
the wrong address.
Is that a riddle for me? I've got the wrong address.
Are you okay? Are you on
Figure,
drugs?
I
What's
can
happening?
figure this out. I can figure this out. Ah, Malcolm knows I hate puzzles.
Okay, I don't know any Malcolm.
None of them are logical. If it's a math problem, I could do it, but
All right, well, good night, ma'am. Close the door. And then you kind of hear behind us some.
I bet I'm supposed to get in there. So I'm gonna try to get in through the window.
Okay, well, he's on the 4th floor. So you're in the hallway, and you see there's a hallway. There's apartments on your side of the hallway. You do see so his apartment's like right to your left now. As you're looking around, and all the way at the end of the hallway, there is a hallway window. At the end of the hallway.
Yeah. I'll try to do it that way. So I
Good,
guess I should roll to see if I.
Yeah, figure out the bad thing that could.
Yeah, the bad thing is any of the things that are most likely to happen. So I'm coming from the outside of the building to the hallway window. So I'm like doing a little
Well, I
climbing.
mean, right now you're inside in an interior hallway, and there's a window at the end of the interior hallway.
Oh, so you could like
Oh.
open that window and go out and around.
So I'm trying to open that
Possibly.
window. Oh, maybe there's like a little sill, and I'm trying to open the window and like edge my way around because it's not that far from his.
It's about like not quite like here's the 2 walls. So Frank's apartment was like here. It would be like the rest of the length of this wall, and then just a little bit of length of this wall. So
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
go around
Okay.
one corner, and then about 3/4 of the way down the wall.
He's got a pretty substantial little under window sill.
Well, luckily, it's a pretty. You actually are kind of a little surprised at that the not at the class of this building. You didn't quite peg Frank for living so low rent, but it's not like a slum or anything. But you just thought he probably would live in a little place nicer.
I have
but-
to be like balconying across.
Consequently,
Iron
the
balconies.
window does open because it's janky, and so it's, better buildings you'd probably have a harder time getting out a hallway window. But this one's it's like an old building, but it's like literally just you open the latch, it opens, and there is a fire escape down the side of that building, down that side of the building, I should say.
Okay.
And there is a ledge going around. The fire escape, unfortunately for you, of course, does not extend all the way around the building. It just goes up and down that side of the building. But there is a ledge. It's about
Yeah, I think
6 inches
I'll roll
wide.
for sneaking around on the ledge
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I know Malcolm knows that I hate heights, so I'm assuming he's designing a
Part of the
puzzle, a puzzle that's not a math problem that involves one of my fears. All right.
All right. So what is
So the bad thing that could happen is I would fall.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fall and hurt myself.
And what are the
Let's-
questions?
Okay. Let me pull up
Oh,
the
yeah.
list. Are you high right now?
Yes.
Is
I
this
put
something
another
that
patch on.
Is this something that you're good at?
No.
Is this part of your job?
No.
Have you
Only the
read-
address.
Have you read about something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Stephen
Yeah.
King short story with the pigeons. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that Miriam likes steamy romances, and there's one where there's a
The
I like
bad
it.
boy
Yeah,
has to.
great.
bad boy comes
Perfect.
around to the window.
That's how he has his illicit affair with somebody. Okay. Are you too high or not high enough? Or are you just right?
I think I am actually just right now because I had the cab ride and I got to kind of figure
Cool.
out because
Alright.
sometimes I'll put the patches on too
Yeah.
close together or overlap them. But this I got to kind of come down in the cab ride and then start back up.
Is this unlike anything you've ever seen before?
I think I've seen it in movies, but not in life.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, I mean, because you know what? I'm gonna let you have that one because you did just say you read about
Oh,
this
yeah.
in a
Yeah,
book.
Okay.
you've seen apartment
So-
buildings before.
I've seen apartment buildings.
We'll give you
Yeah.
that one. Are you in an unfamiliar environment?
Yeah, I haven't been to this apartment building
Yeah,
before.
okay. And are you hurt or otherwise fucked up?
No, I'm the only character that's not.
Right. All right, so you got a +1 you can distribute somewhere.
All right. Goody.
See how it goes for you.
Oh. All right. I rolled a 3, a 5, and a 3.
Oh, look at you, fancy roller.
So that one doesn't super help us.
Not particularly, no.
So our reality is at 4.
Yeah.
So unless I
Keep driving it
unless
up.
you use that 5, then you're gonna be GM.
gonna be the GM. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the bad thing happens, and I don't know, where do I want to put my success? What will I leave you with?
Would you rather succeed and not become GM or fail, fall, and wait? No, I got that wrong.
Either not fall or become GM. Or no, sorry.
Yeah, you can either
I'm
succeed
fine with coming
or
GM.
not fall. Okay, so if
So yeah, you can fall and become GM.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Wait.
I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna be
I'm gonna
muting
become GM.
myself.
So if you put 3 in reality,
Okay.
and it goes
I'm gonna
down
become
one,
GM.
and you will become
I'm
GM.
gonna fall, but I'm also gonna succeed.
Okay. All right. We figured that out somehow. Okay. No, got it. I know exactly how this happens. I'll finish this scene out before you become GM. So you're like, you step out, and of course, as you mentioned, you're afraid of heights. You're like, whoa, it's fucking Malcolm. This is not even funny. And luckily, being an old building, it has pretty detailed outer stonework, which gives you good handholds to kind of grab onto, like a gargoyle here and a little crumbling niche there, and you inch your way around the corner, which is a little dodgy, but you do it. And then you oh man, lucky for you, so many handholds, and you get over to the window, and then I'm guessing you're gonna like sneakily peer in the window.
Yeah, I'll do a little sneak around and see if I can.
You
start.
peer around, and then like you see 2 people. One who's kind of in like you can't see you see him from the back, and he's just in a long black
Oh, no.
some kind of coat or something. You can't tell. It's long and it's black and it's kind of full body. And then you see the other person who you saw at the door, who's in the same thing but all white, who has the visor on, who's kind of hunched over or something, and you're trying to see what he's doing. And they're talking. You can't really hear what they're saying, just talking. And then the guy in black goes to go investigate another room, and as he moves, you see that the person in white is dismembering a body.
Oh, oh shit.
And this
Great.
is what you go, oh, fuck, you're dead. And then you kind of fall backwards off of the building.
Yep.
And we're not going to find out what happens to you just yet. That's where that scene will
No.
cut is.
Should
What
we
happens
take
to
a?
you? You mean?
Wait, what happens
Yeah,
to
what-
me? We'll
Should we
find
take
out.
a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there were ever a place for an act break.
Yeah, I gotta put the chickens to bed, and there's a
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
raccoon visitor.
Oh, okay.
Frank,
Fortunato.
we'll come
Fortunado's
back
here. Chickens gotta go to
for
bed.
more messed up realities.
5
Okay.
or 10.
Cool.
Yeah, like 5. I'm
Cool.
good with whatever. I mean, I'll be back.
Yeah.
So Mark, will you remind me how the reality works? So it's just when reality gets really low, things get really
Yeah,
weird.
so when it's basically the higher it is, the more coherent stuff is. If it goes down, again, it's contact with a vast intelligence, God, alien computer, what does it say? And if it goes up again, it gets less weird. And yeah, it goes down if it's equal or lower to, and now that we've hit the bottom, it can go back up again if it's higher than.
Oh, sorry. Is there like one of these pages? Oh, there we are. The reality box. Shit is fucked up. Got it.
Tried to
And
sneak
there's
in a
a,
second banana and peanut butter, but everybody came back.
There's a when you are GM page after that. So
I got
Oh,
it.
geez, I should have read that.
Yeah, I saw the when you're GM page, but I missed the one before it. There we are.
Am I remembering correctly that Miriam Kibble was a she/her?
Yes.
Mhm.
Correct memory. This Mark and I were just talking about how the switching of characters is super fun.
It's a fun mechanic.
All right. So we leave Miriam, who's kind of splayed awkwardly on a badly browned lawn of this cheap apartment building.
Oh, no.
We'll
Four-story
see.
fall.
4-story fall, yeah. So probably knocked out at least.
No, everyone's fucked up.
Everyone is- And now we have entered the time where everybody's fucked up. Let's see. We haven't seen Chuck in a while.
I think
Uh,
at this point, like Chuck is probably just like curled up in the fetal position, just like living this bad thing.
Chuck, you hear a different voice that you heard before, but it's a voice that you used to have like as your imaginary friend's voice.
Mm,
What is an imaginary friend that you had as a child?
Buck.
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 B-U-C-K.
Yep.
Yeah, Buck. Okay, so you hear another voice that's Buck's voice. It's like, don't let him get to you, man. Don't let him get to you, man. You've trained for this. Don't let him get to you, man.
Buck, this is more than anything I could have ever. I mean, I thought I was ready, but like they say you're never ready, but I didn't believe it because I thought I was ready and I'm not ready. This is,
This,
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
this is the exact thing you were readying yourself for.
Buck, what do I do?
You gotta just surrender. The more you fight it, the more it'll trap you.
I can't move. I can't think. I
And then
can't.
you don't hear any more Buck.
Yeah. Buck,
You said
Buck, not you
whatever
too.
you.
Not you too, Buck. Oh no.
You also had your imaginary dad come through at some point.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Chuck has a lot of hallucinations.
That's right.
He's got a menagerie of imaginary.
I forgot
Oh,
that
yeah.
it happened. I just wanted to get some more of Chuck's childhood.
Love it.
Um,
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
is like he's on the floor, but now he's screaming like, Buck, Buck, what do I do? Buck, Buck, don't leave me.
oh. So because you're starting to scream, wait, let me see. Sorry. Your situation is so weird.
I
What
know, it's so bad.
Keith, what did you
So
do?
bad.
And then the room disappears.
It just goes black again.
Or it goes black again, but then you can tell that the room has changed shape.
Mhm.
Okay. I think after a few moments of like I'm afraid they're gonna just hit me again and I'm gonna just curl up again. So after a few moments of like cautiously like, okay, is this okay now? I start like get back on all fours. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and find a wall again, I guess. But and I think at this point, like as I'm sort of going, like, I'm sorry, I was a jerk before. Just tell me what you want. I'll do whatever you need. I give up. What do you need?
When you open your eyes, you realize you're outside of a concrete building.
Okay. Do I recognize it at all?
Yeah, it's one that you had been playing around with pirate radio before you got into this, so that you could also know all the lingo and stuff like that, so you could pretend like you were building a radio tower. And this is a building that you had passed before that was jamming signals that you were putting out. So you haven't been to it, but you recognize it as one that's like kind of on your iffy list.
Yeah, I'm probably like, this is a black site. They keep blah, blah, blah,
The government building,
yeah, the government, the big G government. Do I see anyone out nearby, or is there like a vehicle nearby, or anyone?
Yeah, nearby there's a few vans that are nondescript. They are black vans, nondescript. Super normal.
Did they take my sheet?
No, you still have your sheet.
Oh wow. So I think
I don't know why they didn't take it.
As I they're not really good about that all around. Seems
They
like
seem like the most competent.
People just assume that like sheets are part of
yeah.
you.
I think like once I realized like this is the jammer, so I like sort of drop to the ground and like, okay, I'm in camouflage position now. And
No one
I think
can
I
see me.
take out my no one can see me if I stand still. I think I take out my sheet and straighten it out and try to bring up the singularity
security systems.
singularity security systems thing again, so I can like find the because Buck is probably just like a reflection of me as an imaginary friend. So I would like trying to like bring up that face that was there before and just be like, Buck, come on, Buck, come back to me. It feels like that might be a role.
And I was like, let's roll. Let's try to figure out what you were trying to do.
So I think what I'm
What
trying to
the-
do is bring that face back that came up to me and said, the one that told me to get in the van. Not really
Oh.
being straight, I guess. And like, cool, that must be like me projected into the internet or something. I don't know. Well, so I'm gonna ask it and find out. So I think I'm just like trying to contact that thing to ask it what the fuck.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then-
So
And then the bad thing is that like the the Chuck is not thinking very well. So either he doesn't contact it and in the screaming like the guys come and chase me or whatever, or I do find it and it's like it starts doing the thing whatever it's trying to do that is bad that made it send me here.
But you're gonna roll all sixes, so it's done.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fine.
yeah, it's gonna be fine.
But just hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. Oh boy.
All the questions are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
sorry. Thanks for that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to-
No worries. I forgot about the questions. Are you high?
I don't think I am. I think whatever highness I was got completely shaken out of me.
Aw. Oh, sober Chuck. Is this something you're good at?
Oh yeah, I think this is what I do.
Yeah. Is it part of your job?
As a handyman, not really. I don't think so.
Have you read about something like this?
I think this falls under like Chuck reads a lot of science fiction, and this is kind of
Yeah.
I'm hacking into the government thing and trying to contact the God AI that's gonna. Okay, let's see if we can do this.
So it sounds like you're not too high, but you
Yeah,
are not high enough.
Definitely
for
not high
withdrawal.
enough.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess that's a relative measure. I guess that's why those can both be there because they're relative measures for a person. Is this unlike anything you've seen before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in an unfamiliar environment?
I sure. Oh wait, no, I'm not actually
You've
because
been
I've been here before.
As
Yeah.
you
I've been
know
here
the
before.
place.
But
and Buck is your best friend. So,
Yeah, Buck is my best friend, and I'm fucked up 3 different ways. So,
so fucked up. So -1.
negative. Oh wow, -1.
You just lost all of your points.
That's
not bad.
Sorry.
I
This
will
will be
take
fine.
that.
This will be fine.
Fine.
It'll be
Everything's
fine. All
164. Great.
Okay.
So
Well, that's
I'll
something.
take that forward. Well, let's see. We're at reality is at 3 right
3.
now. So I'll take the 6 down to a 5. I'll put 4 in reality, so that'll bring that up to 4.
4.
Boom.
Great.
And then I'll put that 5 in the bad thing box, so the bad thing does not happen. I don't contact the AI, but I don't get further fucked up.
Oh,
So you're not, wait, so your bad thing
So my bad thing
Doesn't
doesn't happen
happen.
because I put a 5 in it,
and
but
your
I'm
good thing
also
doesn't
not
happen.
able to, like, I'm just like fucking around with my sheet and just like trying to get it, and it's either
Yeah,
like throwing up blocks or
you-
just like it's just like, oh, that's just a regular corporate website.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What is
you
this?
don't succeed in finding that.
And so I think like
Um,
after that happens, I start like
but-
soldier crawling away.
yeah.
Reality
It-
question: when reality bumps up, we do that thing again now? Introduce a weird thing related to
Yeah,
second
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
I mean, it's
the
fine.
introducing-
I mean, you
Where are
stop.
we at 4?
You don't have
Weird
to like
identity
right
thing.
that second.
yeah. So it can be
Introduce
as
a
a result
weird-
of the role, or it could be whenever.
Okay.
Can't ignore it. Okay, so our second thing, sorry, there's some tab.
Yeah, yeah.
Second thing is identity. Okay, cool. Can you tell me a little bit about Chuck, his identity? So he identifies
Yeah.
as like a hardware man, but also like a rebel.
I think like if I had a brother that was like a year older than me and who I looked up to and who like did all the things right that I didn't do, I think that's Buck. Are you asking about Buck or Chuck? Sorry.
Oh, I was asking about Chuck, but that's perfect.
No,
That's
Chuck,
all I needed to know. I just want to know
okay.
who Chuck was, and you have explained it to me.
Right. Yeah.
I do not need any more information.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
Okay.
Oh man.
You're soldier crawling away, but
Oh.
now Buck is beside you, soldier crawling with you. So you're not
Yeah.
seeing Buck, not just hearing Buck.
Keep your ass down, Buck. Gotta get shot off.
And so the two of you are just military talking as you scuttle away. And we return to and that's happening. Let's return to Rupert Frink.
Oh no. Who was last seen getting
Oh, yeah, you
gassed
were-
in the
Getting
detention
gassed.
center?
We had 2 characters pass out in the last
Mm.
A
last
third
bit.
fall from a 4-story ledge.
Yeah, a couple of destructive GMs we had. I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna make this right.
This is going in your
Okay.
files.
Yeah,
It's all
Rupert,
the dice
you
fault.
you come to in a different room than you were in, and it is like a very spare
Oh.
white hospital room, and you're kind of
Okay.
on a gurney.
Mhm.
There's no one in the room with you right now, but beside you, there's like just basic operating equipment, scalpel stuff set out.
Oh no.
You're in your plain clothes. It doesn't seem like anything has happened to you, but you are in a medical room, and so there's like a computer with medical stuff and IV, all the cabinets and all the like prescription notepads. So that is all around you, and there's no one there. Is there anything that you would like to do now that you're kind of gaining consciousness? You're woozy, but you could probably.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
sure he initially is like checking over himself to see if there are any like incisions or IV attachments or anything like that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything has happened to you.
Okay. Oh, like what has happened to him so far? So
I'm having trouble remembering each of their.
yeah.
There's no story spine anymore.
We broke that spine.
I think
Maybe it's just.
I
until
think
one
he's
day.
gonna try and I think his overall goal here is he wants to get in touch with Chuck. And I don't think he at this point thinks that he can trust normal communications. So
Yeah.
his goal right now is to get out to Chuck's like shed or whatever.
yeah.
Because apparently his own law enforcement, the cops are after him and he doesn't know who else to turn to.
Yeah, he's your like only friend who skirts the law
Yeah.
repeatedly without getting incarcerated.
So I think he's gonna try, like he's gonna try and get out of the room, get to.
Yeah, you the room is unlocked.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
just-
so he's just walking
walk
with
down.
purpose. I think whatever the submission gas is probably still is having effects on him. So he's like apologizing to everybody as he kind of makes himself small and tiptoes through. And this is probably why he's also thinking, yeah, Chuck can help me with this. I can't handle this on my own. And so
Yeah. People give you like weird looks, but they just kind of let you go on.
yeah.
Figure it's a guy coming out of anesthesia.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna make it out to the. I don't have do I have a sheet with me or not?
Yeah, everyone still has the
Yeah, everyone
sheets.
still has their sheet. So he's
Yeah, I think this is a world where it's cruel and unusual to separate from someone from their sheet
Mm.
because then they'd have to be alone with their own thoughts.
so I think he's. Yeah, I don't know why he has this, but he has a burner account set up on RoboRide.
Mhm.
Ah!
And hits that, and then a little drone vehicle pulls up to the hospital, and he crams himself into the little like pod that's available for him. And yeah, so that's how he is going to try to get over to Chuck's place.
All right, yeah. And so you arrive at Chuck's place, and what Chuck, can you remind me how we left your place? I'm guessing you left in a hurry, and there might be like.
Yeah, I left and like
Getting
walked towards the city and then got taken to a different location, which is probably like between my place and the city if I was scoping it out for that jammer site. So it's possible that I like made it home by the time Rupert gets there.
Oh,
Yeah, but it has signs of like Chuck recently being there, but so you could like go inside if you wanted, but there's no Chuck to be seen
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he knocks
yet.
and then doesn't go into the cellar yet, but goes into the main house because he knocks and finds the door open, which in a horror movie sort of way, it's like Chuck would never
Mhm.
leave it like that.
Yeah,
And he's just walking through this abandoned house, like picking up on the signs that there are a few things kind of knocked over and stuff like that.
yeah, and most of it is what you expect Chuck to have, but there's one item that sticks out to you as something you didn't expect Chuck would have in his house. What is
Oh,
that?
man. I think, I don't know if this works, but my instinct is that it's a dossier of information on Rupert.
Yeah, it
Um,
definitely is.
And it's just really detailed. Like there's the AI personality assessment page, which is listing all sorts of things about his own personality that he at first is like, no, I'm not. Okay.
Guess I am a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, retaking BuzzFeed quizzes.
And then there's a whole page of Rupert Frink risk assessment. And it's almost written in code, like not a cipher, but there are so many little invented words and things in it about the project. And at the bottom, it just says conclusion, 10% risk.
Mostly harmless.
Yeah,
Mostly
exactly.
harmless. Nice.
Can I enter at this point and find him poking through
Yeah,
my
I was
stuff?
about to say, yeah, I think this is a good time for you to come back home. You eventually stopped crawling and started
just
walking,
like start
but
putting
you
this back
and
on.
Buck are coming
Yeah.
home.
And I think while you're there, you hear the front door open and me say, "After you, make yourself at home."
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I guess the question for Nicole, is does Rupert see Buck?
No. Ooh, both of those are so. I thought I had a strong idea, and then you offered me other solutions. Yeah, Rupert doesn't.
Oh, you're muted
See,
right
but-
now. Heath.
Oh, am I too
Thank
far
you.
away from the?
No, it was me.
No, it's
I was-
Heath.
Oh, Heath is sorry.
I just had a question for me as a player to keep track of everything because I can't remember everything. How did I can't remember? How did Chuck get out of crazy spherical dead space room?
He opened his eyes and he was outside.
Oh, that's right.
Unclear,
It was
yeah.
just-
He
that's right.
surrendered.
Un-
I
Thank
surrendered,
you.
whatever that means.
Yeah,
Thank
Buck
you.
told him. Buck gave him a little pep talk. He surrendered
Got it.
outside. Yeah, I'm not sure how he got out either. Yeah, Rupert doesn't see Buck, but also isn't super like kind of in a way senses another presence and is like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe I don't know. Like is not like seeing Chuck as crazy.
Hmm.
But it's like, yeah, there's someone there.
And I think Rupert, yeah, I think because the gas is still like trailing off, he finds himself blurting out, "I'm sorry, I'm just coming for help," and kind of winces like, "Why did I say that?"
Yeah, I think I didn't notice him at first, and as soon as I hear that, there's like
I
a
could have
base-
just gotten out and
there's a
Yeah.
baseball bat by the front door. I'm just like grab it and like start moving
And,
towards the
Rupert,
noise.
I have a question for Rupert. Rupert, when you see this dossier, are you really disappointed? Like, are you excited or disappointed about your score that you got? Like, are you wanting to make a case for yourself for Chuck to take you on, or are you like happy to not be?
That's interesting. I think under normal circumstances, Rupert would have been like indignant, like, "No, I mean, I'm good at my job." He's probably already been like
I could be threatening.
hit enough times at his job to be like, no, I can be a threat. And now he's like, he feels like he's let Chuck down somehow.
Yeah.
So it's the same
Okay.
sort of thing. He still wants to make a case for himself.
Maybe that's on your mind as Chuck comes in. So maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, who the fuck is in my house? Buck, go around the other way. We'll surround him.
Oh God.
What do you do, Rupert?
I think he shouts, "It's Rupert! I'm not a threat."
Frink? Yeah. No, you're not.
Did you specifically say I'm not 10%? I'm only 10% risk, or did you say I'm not a threat?
I think he said, "I'm not a threat," but he was
Yeah.
thinking,
Okay. Yeah. Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck,
Oh.
does this make you realize that he's read it, or?
I don't think so. I think I'm
Okay.
just like, yeah, clearly he knows that he's not a threat because look at him.
Anyway, carry
and-
on.
So yeah, and I'm just holding the baseball bat at my side, and I come in. Are you still holding the dossier when I come in?
I think he is, yeah.
It's cradle
yeah.
it.
And I like point the bat at him, just like, that's private property.
Oh, and yeah, he's just immediately puts it down. Sorry. I just look.
I'll like making sure everything's there while you're talking.
Well, and he's like jumbled. He's telling a jumbled version of what's happened to him. It's like, there was a prison riot, and then a dog was yelling at me. I tried to tell them I was a cop. That just made it mad. And then there was gas, and then I was in a hospital, but everybody was fine. I don't have any incisions. I want to be really clear about that.
I mean, so is it the same? Because they put me in like a giant hamster ball or something and kept turning the lights on and off and yelling at me. And then I don't know if it was like psychoactive drugs or just like a really weird like system they had to disorient me. And I was outside with Buck. Where'd you? My older brother Buck is
definitely got
here.
hit with
So
submission gas, which, oh God. Okay. Some things are making sense now.
hey, wait. Sit down, Rupert. Have a seat.
Oh God. I need to sit down. God. While
I
wincing.
have a Terminator.
Yeah.
I think Chuck just like was like, that's funny, and he like puts the bat on the floor and takes a seat like across the room from you.
Okay.
And yeah, he's like, so it sounds like either there's two buckets of shit they were in, or like there's someone, and you know me, my guess is someone's behind this. So is it the cops? Is it the government? Is it whoever's blocking my signals? Is it that? So okay, so when I released you from prison, did that work?
You released everyone, literally everyone else from the prison.
Oh, that's wrong. Yeah.
Everyone, my door was still locked. I'm
Routers.
still on the run because apparently I attacked a woman, Miriam Kibble's family.
Wait,
That's
you
what
know-
they're telling me.
You still don't know it was her family, though,
Oh,
right?
I still don't know.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
her. Okay. I
Oh,
attacked
yeah.
a woman's family, but they're not real. That's the
What's
thing.
wrong with? Okay, man, have you been on Static? Because this sounds really familiar to me.
I've just been on. No, you know me. I've just been on the usual duties to keep myself, sharp.
Do you think? Did you see my brother come in here with you? With me? With me?
I thought someone was here, but
He's not my real brother. He's my imagine. Okay, so let me break this down for you. I got captured. No, let me break it down further. I tried to hack you out of prison, and instead, some like AI with my face told me to get in a van. I tried to run, and I did my best, but they got me. And you just fell over in an alley. And then they put me in this like torture chamber. I don't even know what was going on. And they were asking me questions, and they didn't like my answers. And then
Wow,
I was
so
outside,
they
and they
used a
just let me
mirror.
go.
They used a mirror compliance AI on you.
I mean, I don't know if that's what it
Pretty
was,
high-tech.
but that makes sense if that's what that was.
I mean, we
Yeah.
only
Ah.
use those on like high value
Yeah, Rupert,
targets.
do you have like really specialized knowledge of that, or?
I want to pretend, or I think I want him to at least be aware of this
Like
sort of
he's
thing.
like he maybe used to have to do the like grunt work when it wasn't quite intelligent, when you still had to label some of the data. He used to
Oh,
have to
yeah,
sit
yeah.
and-
He got
sit and label
assigned
the
data entry
pictures.
for some things like that.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, I mean, that makes sense that they would do some high tech on me because, I'm, you know me, right? But they didn't. The questions they were asking didn't make any sense. I think they're from a network. I don't know.
Did they ask you like, I don't know, like your favorite color?
No, they don't care about that. They want to know who I was working for, and I told them,
Okay.
Cluck Gainer doesn't work for anyone. So they didn't like that.
How many times did they ask you? Did they try to get a pain response out of you?
I mean, it hurt when I got my finger smashed in the door.
Oh.
I should put some ice on this.
Oh,
Like,
and then they,
gets up and
Oh.
like starts rummaging through the kitchen.
oh man.
And Chuck, where is Buck now?
I
What's
don't know where
Buck
Buck
up
is.
to?
Buck. I sent Buck around the back, and he took off on me, I guess.
Let's say that Chuck leaves, but Buck enters.
Okay.
Nice.
And Rupert, you don't see Buck as Buck. You like understand there's a presence, and you hear words coming from Buck, but it's not what Chuck is hearing. You're hearing, is there like a strong familial presence or like a character you would have had identified with that might be the one that you hear?
I think it's gonna be the sergeant at his precinct. Like
Yeah,
that
okay.
voice
So anytime either of you interacts with
with
Buck,
Buck.
Sergeant,
Sergeant Buck.
Sergeant
We'll each,
Buck.
we'll each get the answer in through that lens. Got it. Okay. Until we don't.
Yeah, I think while I'm getting I'm like, Buck, give me a towel. I'll get the ice. And they're like, Buck, did you see anything else while we were out there? I'm too fucked up. I couldn't see anything.
And what expression is the sergeant giving you, Rupert?
What expression?
Is he disappointed or like?
Oh,
kind of-
so he's visible.
He's making an emotional noise. Yeah, he's not
Okay.
visible to you, but you can kind of that's that voice.
Yeah. I think it's kind of I don't know, like a satisfied chuckle or something. Like
No.
Like, oh, this is pretty weird, but I get it, that sort of thing. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, and Chuck, while you're conversing with Buck, something happens to your sheet that locks you out of it. What does that look like to you?
I
Black or like a little lock clip on?
I think it just goes black and then folds itself into like a little pyramid shape, like a tetrahedron.
Yeah, so it's folded up as a tetrahedron, and
Yeah, because it's like, oh, like even if I could like make it work, I can't physically get at it.
yeah. All right. How does that make you feel? What do you do?
Super frustrated. I think my first instinct is to throw it in the freezer. Like, fine, you're not gonna work. I don't need you anymore. I'll find some other way. I don't know. Oh, fuck, my finger hurts.
Oh man.
And I'll probably grab 2 beers and bring them into the living room, or 3 beers, and bring them into the living room and offer one to Rupert and one to Buck.
All right, we'll fade away on that
Oh,
very
no.
nice family moment and check in on Miriam.
Crash.
Oh, Butterfingers.
Sorry, why
Oh.
didn't you pick that up?
So Miriam is laying on the lawn, which luckily for her, obviously has not been tended to in a while.
Yeah, it was
So that helps
relatively
break the
soft.
fall a little bit.
Cushy.
Cushy lawn.
I think she's still like in that phase, like right after you've had an accident where you're sort of assessing and you're not sure how bad you're hurt. So you're like, oh God, am I?
There's someone leaning over you as you're doing this assessment, like maybe an older person from your church. Is there Winona Smith, and she's like in her 70s. She's like a lovely, wrinkly faced, sweet, just a regular church person who like doesn't seem to have any like glaring personality defects, unlike many. But she's just kind of peering over you and is like, Miriam,
When
are you all right? What are you doing down there?
I'm not sure if are you really here, Winona? Are you really here?
As far as I know, hon. As far as I know.
I took a fall from. I was up. Long story. I took a fall, and I'm not sure. I think I start kind of like moving my limbs, slowly, hoping there's no pain. When I like,
Oh, yeah.
that's okay. Leg. I'm not paralyzed. That's good. Do I look okay, Winona?
It just looks like you've been sleeping in the yard. This yard's not very good for sleeping.
So there's no.
I've
No.
tried.
I'm not bloody. Do you live around here, Winona?
Oh yeah. I live in 408.
You live in 408 of this building right here?
Yeah.
That's right. And you just came in for your cleaning last week, didn't you? And I was thinking of that. And
Look, Miriam,
Oh.
the ladies and I were talking, and I really know you love the treasure of the Sunday School Alliance, but we're kind of concerned. You've been showing up to church all by yourself. Are you doing okay? You and Malcolm okay? Is he being tempted
No.
by the devil?
No,
It's okay. You can tell me.
He's just been busy, Winona.
Miriam, I've been tempted by the devil before.
No, it's nothing.
Okay, you could. Is it the porn?
Oh God.
No, Winona, nothing like that. He's been.
Because
just
I
real-
understand. You can tell Malcolm. He can talk to me.
He's just.
I
been real
understand the
busy.
allure.
He's been real busy with work, and then like
I
last
know
week.
what
when
it's like to be real busy with
one of the
work.
kids wasn't feeling good, so he stayed home with the kid when I came to church, and
It's okay.
um,
You're so strong. You don't have to hold it all to yourself.
Are you-
It's when someone is sick. When someone is sick, they have to get the cure themselves, and you can't always hold them up. No matter how much you want other people to save you, you gotta save yourself.
Winona, are you just coming home from somewhere?
No, I've just been home. Just been
In
home.
408, because I came here because I remembered that you'd mentioned you had that family banana pudding recipe, and I wanted to get that from you, and I came up to 408, and I knocked on 408, and well, somebody else answered the door at 408.
I don't know. Sometimes the room numbers get them confused.
Oh,
It's easy to get them
okay,
confused.
well,
Maybe you had the wrong one.
no, it was definitely 408. I mentioned it because I was just concerned that maybe someone had broken into your place, and I didn't want you to go up there and get attacked by burglars or something.
Oh. So there were people up in my room.
Yes,
Again.
ma'am. There was a couple of suspicious gentlemen in 408.
Oh, Miriam, you gotta help me. Get me away from here. Get me far away from here.
Oh,
Now.
Okay.
Now, Miriam.
Okay. Well, sure.
Don't look up there anymore. Stop looking.
I think she has no choice but to dial up Bo, because the only thing she can think to do at the moment. She's like,
Bo was right
Oh.
around the corner.
I can
and
get
has
us a
been
ride.
waiting. It shows up in Miriam.
Bo, this is my friend Winona.
Oh, you brought another lady.
Yes,
Ashante. Ashante. Well, two beautiful women in my cab. Where can I take you, sweet little young ladies? Ashante and Winona.
I will give him the address of a cafe near my house. I'm not giving him my address.
I don't know.
But like,
Being
oh,
tempted.
we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go to that little cafe to Jane's Cafe down on 43rd and Marathon.
Oh, I love that little place. There's this one barista there in the morning. Really nice girl.
Oh yeah, it's a very good staff there. That's why I like good service.
Yeah, Winona this whole time is so excited. Just loves the attention. It's just like
just me and my friend Winona is gonna go have coffee and some
wow,
pastries.
what a day. Winona is we're just having an adventure today. And always looking behind. Bo Bo is like just joking and making jokes, and he's like, "Ha! You're not running from anything, are you?"
Well, I don't know. Winona's a pretty controversial character at our church.
Yeah. Not like you like robbed a bank or anything, right?
No. Unless somebody's after her banana pudding recipe, which it just might be because it's so
really
good.
easier than you would think. Hypothetically, I've read a lot about it. I haven't actually done it, but like, I don't know. Seems like something you can get away with. Anyway, we're here.
Okay, Bo. Hey.
My Bo is so different than his.
We'll be in touch about church on Sunday. Don't you forget.
My goal is for each of the GMs to have to play Bo.
As a matter of fact, Winona was just remarking how I could use a church buddy. You're gonna be my new church buddy, Bo.
And he is kissing Winona's hand as she's leaving. Church buddy Bo. And you look back at the cabin and you see this. All right.
After he departs, I'm like, okay, so what's going on, Winona? What was that all about? Did it get you away from somebody? Is somebody after you? What's happening?
And Winona acts like she doesn't hear you and just starts walking away.
But no, hey, catch up
And
with her.
speeds up as if you like try to catch up with her. What do you do? Am I doing the genre right, Mark?
I
Okay.
think that like I yell after her, but like it just because everything's going on and things been so
People
weird.
are starting to look at you as you
Right,
yell
and I
at
was like,
her.
it comes out a little louder than I mean it to, you know, when I meant just like, oh, hey, Winona, but it's like, Winona, hi, just my friend. What, Winona, hold on, what's up?
We'll do you want to try to get her attention or you want to just let her go?
I feel like with like it almost before I even know what I'm doing, I'm throwing a bagel at her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's roll. I feel like we need to roll. This is uncertain. Bagels are.
And I'm just like, it's like it's
This could
almost
go
happening on autopilot.
many
Where I'm
ways.
like, what the fuck? What is happening? Why am I throwing? Oh God, I'm throwing a bagel at Winona.
On a bagel. All right. And then what's the bad thing that could happen?
It hits a little too well and knocks Winona down.
Mm.
And she's an old lady, and old ladies break hips real easily.
Yeah. And maybe it like draws attention from
Yeah, I
other
mean, it's
people
just,
even
I'm
more.
just trying to get her. I was just trying to get her attention. I'm panicking. Things are weird.
All right. Let's find the questions. All right. Are you high?
Yes, because if I remember correctly, I just deployed a patch not long ago, so I should be right in the sweet zone. I
Yeah,
think.
you're doing real good.
Well.
I'm so weird to have someone else play my character. It's so funny. Not my character anymore. I'm like, Patches, you drink, you chew Juji's. That Mark, that helps the like fucked upness of this game a lot.
Yeah, right.
Who are you? Is this something you're good at? Throwing bagels.
No, I don't think I throw bagels often.
Is this part of your job?
Wait, I have a question. Wait, I have a question real quick about being good at this. Can you be good at something without realizing you were good at it?
Yeah. If
Because
it's something
actually-
that you don't necessarily have to have practiced it, but
actually
you could just be
think-
good at it.
She's surprisingly good at it.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
maybe
that's
you have
weird.
children, so I'm sure you
Mm.
have like thrown small things at them.
It's very.
I don't know.
weird
I don't know how raising
it's,
children
It's very
works.
strange how good and accurate she is at throwing things.
Yeah. She's got kind of a lot of raw talent for throwing.
Which is kind of, I think, why this happened on autopilot before she was just like,
Mm.
what the fuck am I doing? It's almost like I just instinctually. Kind of
Yeah.
Weird.
Jason Bourne moment.
Yeah.
and
weird.
I don't think it's part of your job.
No, she definitely does not have a job throwing bagels.
Have you read about something like this?
I don't think she's read anything that involves throwing bagels at old ladies.
Yeah. Are you too high or not high
She
enough,
doesn't look at
or
porn,
in
no.
withdrawal?
No, I think she's definitely sailing right on the crest of that perfect.
Yeah, just a
wave.
perfect high.
Yeah.
Which explains the bagel.
Yeah.
Is this unlike anything you've ever seen before?
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, yeah. I don't think.
Like the
yeah.
experience of doing that on autopilot.
Or is it? Are you not familiar with people walking? Or you have people walked away from you before?
Yeah, I imagine Miriam has definitely had people walk away from
Yeah,
her
I mean,
before.
I'm thinking more about throwing bagels at people. So it depends on, I guess, the perspective. I'm like, that's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
I feel like the way you
I-
described the experience of like suddenly something kicks in and you
Yeah,
find
yeah.
yourself doing that is a foreign aspect of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the only
So-
part that I feel is different.
But
Right.
Either way, you
can-
I don't
you can
care
take it or leave it.
Whichever way feels
Yeah.
the best to everyone. It's a weird situation.
Are you in an unfamiliar environment?
No, this is my neighborhood, my cafe.
Are you hurt or otherwise fucked up?
Yeah. I just
Yeah, you're
fell
very
4 stories.
bruised, at least. Yeah. Okay,
mean,
so you get
definitely-
+1.
This fell
Right.
50 feet.
Yeah.
Sponge your roll.
Bounced a few times.
Yeah.
Kind of amazed I'm still walking.
internal-
I must have tucked and rolled.
I think there's some ribs broken. and some
Instinctually.
Internal,
All right.
internal
Okay, how about a 2,
bleeding.
a 6, and a 4?
All right.
Woo!
So that means if I bump that 4 up to a 5, I can have 2 things
Yeah.
and then another not thing. Okay. Ooh.
Does Heath want to be GM
I
next?
know,
Keep the
right? So many
GM.
decisions.
Take it back. Oh, but then we don't do the full character trade. So
But you do get Miriam back.
yeah, I think she's in better hands.
You know what? You know what we're gonna do. You know what Heath
Oh.
does in situations like this.
Oh no.
Oh,
At
we're
the
gonna let
mercy of-
that coin decide.
That's right. Let's see where that 2 is gonna go.
Three-sided die.
It's going to go. So see, it's either do the thing, don't do the bad thing, or reality. So the 2 goes in do the thing. So I do not do the thing. So I do not. I guess the thing I was trying to do was get her attention.
Yeah, I think you were trying to get her
don't
attention.
yeah. But you don't also kill her with a bagel either.
But yeah,
You don't kill her.
Works out,
The
yes.
bagel
You
bounces
don't get her
harmlessly
attention.
off of her.
Yeah.
Yes, I
And then reality is up to 5
It,
now?
yeah, let's say it hits
Yeah.
her and she doesn't register that it happened and she keeps
Oh.
walking.
Well, that's weird.
She doesn't fall down, but now you have a lot of people looking at you.
'Cause, yeah, I just
And
threw a
she's just-
bagel in an old lady.
Bye.
Yeah.
So she keeps going, but now you have the attention of people.
I also
around you
feel
and you
like from
kinda
the way
need
you
to-
described it, I feel like she's also I feel like part of reason she escapes is that like she's walking away at a very unnaturally brisk pace for a 7-year-old lady.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have not seen her move like this.
Yeah, it's weird. There's a
She
lot of
seems to
weird
be
things
like
going on.
almost on a rail. Like you see her
Yeah.
go up to the
Right?
corner
Mm.
and turn. So
Strange
like
things are afoot at the Circle K.
Hmm.
And since it's a 5 now, we introduce a weird thing related to the first theme.
Drugs.
Everything.
oh
Drugs.
yeah. Oh, reality went up. Yeah. So now we introduce some drugs. You reach in your pocket to pick up something you had picked up out of Clarice's medicine cabinet. What is that? What type of drug did you pick up from Clarice's medicine cabinet?
Yeah.
Or it fell out of the pillow? It fell out of the pillow.
The
Oh,
pillow that
it-
said inevitably the mask slips or something.
Yeah,
like
they're just like
I
one
feel
pill
like-
came out.
Oh yeah, what came? Actually, I don't think it was a pill. I think it came out of the pill, and it was like a bit of root.
Mm.
Yeah.
It did. It's definitely like, it's bundled in such a way that it looks like, well, this definitely looks like a root that's to be taken.
Yeah.
You know,
And
when
when
you
you
chew
hold
on it,
it
yeah.
in your hand, it activates one of your 5 senses.
I feel like
It's-
just
it's-
even, through my finger. I mean, even though it's via touch, I start getting a taste.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can. It's like got a metallic.
Yeah.
This happened to
Like-
Bark earlier today. Some cheap pins. Yeah, you hold it and you feel a metallic taste in your mouth.
That's weird.
Oh no.
That's weird.
Sure, it's fine.
What? This is yeah, I definitely think this root's having an effect. And I feel like now I kind of start looking around and I see, it's weird. I feel like about half the, like I feel like it's still early enough that's like fairly busy around the cafe. It's not like super busy, but it's not deserted either. It's not, and I feel like about half the people I see, to me at least, look like what you described, that kind of moving on a rail, almost like
Yeah.
when like a
You could
video game
see-
character gets frozen, they just go brrr, brrr,
Yeah, you begin to be able to see all the rails that people around you are moving on, and
Right.
you look down and can see the rail that you are on.
Whoa.
Oh,
I should
no.
not have touched this root.
Sometimes the mask slips.
It is 10 o'clock now. Do we want to break
Oh.
there? That's a great, I think that feels like a great ending point.
Uh,
That's great. I
Just
love
the
it.
last shot is what Miriam sees in front of her, the
Yeah.
oh
rail
God.
that leads
Love
her
it.
into the coffee shop.
Oh, okay.
No, or off in the, I don't know where it leads. We don't get to see.
I was just imagining like she sees the rail and then just a pool of blood or something.
Oh,
The rail breaks.
And
yeah.
if she pulls
Ooh,
the switch, then she goes on the.
switches rail.
Oh yeah.
Whew. That's a lot of stuff.
That was a ride.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got worried when I was first GMing, where I was like, oh no, I'm like not making anything happen. We're just like having conversations, but then we met Winona, we were fine.
I think we were talking earlier about like what switching GMs means for like the character ownership
So
or
cool.
character monogamy thing.
Yeah.
But also I was just realizing this, like, I don't know if Peter or Heath had like plans for like what they were doing with whatever, but then like
No motivations are just like
if you did, then when someone else GMs is like, cool, now this is happening.
Yeah.
I had a plot figured out. It's like, too bad.
I think so. No, I think with
oh,
with
it does
Chuck,
spoil that.
yeah, with Chuck, I just had a really strong sense of what kind of guy he was.
Mhm.
But I honestly, this is kind of some of my self-critique when I'm playing the game is that if you give me Philip K. Dick, I just set up weird mystery box shit with like, I have no idea what he's building, but I know he's building something.
Yeah.
And so the good side of that was like, oh, this is Mark's problem now.
I'll just as being a character in this game is really different than the GM.
Yeah.
But also there can also be a lot of sharing.
Mm.
I'm noticing the differences there.
For
too.
me, on both sides, as a player or a GM, I had no plans. It was
Yeah.
all basically like an improv scene to me. It was like, I don't know
Yeah.
where it's going. Let's see where it
Yep.
goes.
Yeah.
For Miriam, I just had a motivation where I was like, she just wants to belong to her church, but she's
Yeah.
willing to do
That's so
shitty
hard.
things. She's willing to do shitty things to get there, and I was like, that's all I got.
I had like
Yeah.
general ideas of kind of like, things it could, not necessarily even things it was, but just like, well, not even that was beforehand. It was almost after fact. Like after I would say something, then my mind would also be like, oh, well, what could this be? And then I'd have to kind of figure out what it
Mhm.
might possibly be or
It's
whatever.
a good
Yeah.
discovery game. for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I know when I was playing Rupert, I was just like, oh, he's been hit by submission gas. So whatever I'm playing is going to be like a sharp variation on whatever we've seen before.
I realized that
And Chuck
the
is like,
memory
I'm
stuff
soldier of
too.
fortune.
And
Totally
it
not.
like almost weaponizes any memory loss. Like any forgetting that we do just turns into memory loss.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't remember what happened to me earlier.
Like it happened to somebody else.
Well, it's also so fun in that, like, just because of the individuals we are, and because the game is all, us improvising in the moment, both whether player or whatever, that like, there's no way characters were going to be the same. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you try to
Yeah.
play Frink like I would play Frink, you're not going to because you're
Yeah.
and so it's really cool to be like to see them morph into like how things get filtered through a person. You know?
And I think too, like the fact that the scenes tend to, like, usually when reality is getting broken up, also something either really good or really bad has happened to the character that's about to trade hands.
Yeah.
So it makes it make more in-story sense why they'll be kind of at an inflection point
Shattered.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I feel like we've done, like, even though there's been like a lot of different weird things happening, like I'm starting to get a sense of like, oh, like here are some ways that these could kind of hang together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
And
I-
I,
that's-
even with the
yeah.
Miriam thing, like I like what Peter was just saying too, of like when she fell and then I took over. When you were putting a patch on, I had this like weird out of body thing where I was like, no, that's mine.
Oh no.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like who is the GM then? Am I like the disembodied? Was that me? I don't know. Like drug addled, like presence.
Well, that's what's so cool. It really illustrates how, like, in a very simple microcosmic way, like how each of the four of us could come up with a completely random thing, and then you could take those four things
Mhm.
and construct them into a cohesive story. It's
Yeah.
always possible, to take any collection of random things and connect them into an interesting story.
Yeah, like at the beginning of the game, like basically the two themes are the GM's character kind of. It's like, okay, cool. Like this is what I'm playing, and I'm kind of playing off, and then throwing those mix, and then that sort of sticks as stuff moves around. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I still feel like I have such a strong urge, no matter what the reality level is, of just like, what trippy things can I do? Woo!
Well, I also found it interesting too, in that, like, I mean, obviously I've played a lot of games with Mark as GM, but then, like, because it was fun. I think I was paying more attention to Nicole since she came after me. So I'm like, okay, well, now I had just been GMing and I knew
Mhm.
what that felt like and what I was struggling with, or what whatever. And so seeing, like, things she did was more like, almost like, oh fuck, I wish I'd done that. That was it.
Oh,
It's like watching someone else like direct short form improv.
Yeah.
Where you're
it's
like,
oh,
oh, there's way different types of
that's
improv
that's a good
directors.
tactic. I should have employed that tactic more. I didn't do any of that. That was damn it.
I was like, oh yeah, Peter will like set up some nice details for me to like jump into, and
I
then
was really bummed that, like, I
Keith,
didn't
I'll
do-
just jump into a scene with.
Yeah, with you specifically, like, I was really bummed that I didn't really solicit input from anybody for world building.
Oh no.
I never.
Oh, I borrowed that from Mark. He does that quite a lot, and
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's a good way for me when I don't have ideas.
Yeah, and I think that's like in the rules. But like when you're GM, if you can't come up with something, ask the other players.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, as a player, I always love that, because just everything feels more collaborative when you're all
Mhm.
building it together, and it's not
Yeah.
just sort of like one person going, "I build a world, now what do you
Yeah.
do in it?"
I am
There-
God, play in my world.
Yeah, do you go in the door or not?
Yeah, and it just takes pressure off of everyone, I think.
And I feel like there are a lot of times where when I'm sitting in a character, I have really strong fits for what they see, what they notice.
Mm.
Like being able to sit in that perspective helps as a creative constraint, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the scenes where I was like, oh, maybe not that I needed to make something happen, but give something for the characters to push or pull against. I was like, that moment of like, oh, I can like have Rupert really care about this, or like try to push or pull. Like,
Mhm.
I had never GM'd someone into like a motivation before. I was like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work.
I think there
Instead of being like,
Ear-
dude, jump off the
eerily-
cliff or not.
Eerily similar to directing, yeah.
I think the hardest
I
thing
was
for me
like,
was
"You
just staying out of
love
my
her."
own way, just staying out of my own head and being like, and just going with whatever I wanted to go with. And,
Yeah.
because there's those times that voices start trying to speak up, and you start feeling the pressure and being like, "Oh, no, I'm not doing good things. I need to be doing."
Oh, yeah.
And then you just go, "Yeah, just
Yeah.
do whatever." This
Yeah.
this happens, and then this guy says that.
Yeah,
There
like,
were-
worst
there
case
were
is, like,
sometimes-
something weird happens. What is it? Cool, let's go with that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
Yeah,
the
I had
Mark Major
moments of
style.
like stretches of silence as GM where I'm like, no, I think everybody's just gonna have to wait for me to think
Yeah.
of the next thing I say. It'll be fine.
I actually like that's such a good tactic. I mean, not even a tactic, just like a both giving yourself thinking time and just setting that tone. I played the horror game, which I think I might want to run next, with Jason Cordova a couple weeks ago, and one of the things he does really great is like so the castle is covered with moss. It's like, oh, it's so good for like, what? Then what happens?
detail?
It's so great for building tension and like setting that tone. It's,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's kind of against my some improv training of just like always be saying
Always
which
have
has,
words.
Yeah.
which has
Yeah.
its place.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
direct a
that's-
maestro like that.
that's my secret improv power. Is just like I can make not knowing what to say seem like a thoughtful pause.
Yeah. As
Hmm.
opposed to desperately frightened improvising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But-
spoons. Yep.
Oh, that was the other thing. I just kept having to remind myself. I was like, hey, you can't do this wrong. there's no wrong answer here.
Challenge accepted.
There's no.
There's literally reality, you guys.
You can't make a mistake. So whatever you do is right.
I hope there are at least some D&D games out there that get waylaid by Philip K. Dick like elements. You've discovered
we
the
went to
dragon. It has
We're
your
made of
face.
spoons. And then we would
You're
say,
the dragon.
"Hi."
Here's your character sheet.
You are the dungeon.
We have another visitor.
Is Bootsy or Booty out there?
I don't know if it's Booty. I think it's. I'm getting real eye contact, so I think it's Fortunato.
I
Oh.
gotta know.
Sitting. He's
what,
sitting and he's like,
What does putting the chickens to bed entail? What is-
No.
killing us.
So they don't like to go up in their coop, and they like to fall asleep in the corner, like right where someone could come grab them and break their little sweet little necks. So every night I have to go out there and pick up a sleeping chicken and put it in the coop. And if I get them a little too early, they'll run around because they hate it.
No, I'm not tired.
I'm not tired yet. But if I do it while they're sleeping, they'll just be really like floppy, but also be like, "You're killing me."
Oh my
So
God.
that is what putting
You
chickens
can
to bed
actually-
entails.
Yeah,
Just
Ponzo
moving.
is like just indignant. Like you pick her up, she's like, "Clutch! How dare
I do it
you?"
every night and they never learned. And during the daytime, I know they know how to go up there because in the daytime they go up and down all fucking day long.
It's
But
like
when
you
it's
can,
time to go to bed, they go to bed in the corner where they get their little necks broken.
and you can move the sleeping chicken, and then it'll all be fine. Like that doesn't wake them up. They're like, "Oh fuck, now I'm up and I'm going back downstairs." They'll just be like,
They don't really have any energy. They're just like, "Oh,
Out of
why are you
chickens for
killing
the
me?
day.
Why are you
Oh, no.
killing me?"
I suppose I'll accept my fate. Do what you have to.
It's a good time if you want to hug them. You can hug them.
Aw,
Chicken hugging time.
Chicken hugging
Hey.
time.
I love chickens.
But yeah, I gotta do that every night because
Oh, no.
they-
Take them out every morning. We're farmers now.
Meanwhile, Mark
a
just
lot of
needs to
raccoon eye
build-
contact. Hi,
Mark
buddy.
just needs to build an automated chicken relocator belt.
Yeah, it's like we need a
Fall
claw
asleep
machine
on.
instead of the door thing. Just like,
Then you don't have to
Tatiana
go
said
out
she
there.
has the like a solar powered door thing, so like it just opens and closes automatically, and then they learned like, oh, it's getting dark. Go up there, and then it closes.
I don't think we are
So she
quite
has-
there yet.
Super mega smart chickens is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Clever girls.
I don't think that's the case for us.
This is the version of Jurassic Park where all the velociraptors cannot plan or work together
It's like
or open
Break their
doors.
own necks by running into walls.
Yeah, they're all like, "Spaghetti! I love spaghetti. The spaghetti is mine." And they run around and play tug of war with spaghetti and just think. That's that
Makes
version.
sense, I guess. Yeah.
Spaghetti Jurassic Park.
I got unlazy tonight and used my actual green screen. You'll notice no halo around my
Ooh.
head
Oh,
tonight.
cool.
That's nice.
I'm much crisper.
Yeah, you don't have the
the
little
edges.
white.
Yeah.
Alter people's genes.
This stuff.
Like I paid for it, I should use it.
I want to know more about Winona. Like I feel like Winona's got an interesting life.
Yeah, I feel like she might have come back to the church
Oh,
after.
that's right. We added her to our notes.
I
After
didn't
some
mean for her to
cinema.
be
Oh, we
weird. I was just like, here's a bystander who knows you, who you might want to worry
Yeah.
about your reputation with. And then I was like,
There we
Perfectly
go.
normal.
no,
we are.
Winona has a porn addiction.
I added Winona the church lady to the notes section.
Nice.
So we don't forget her.
Winona's.
Actually, behind all of this.
She's the one in charge of everything. She's the mastermind. Well, that was awesome.
Same time next week.
All right.
Yeah.
Go. Have a good mega game tomorrow, Sarah.
Yeah, it's gonna be so there's like the granddaddy mega game is called Watch the Skies, where you're basically playing like Risk or Axis and Allies kind of war game, but then
Okay.
aliens show up, and so you have to decide like whether you keep fighting each other or you can't communicate with the aliens. So like you're trying to figure out what they want, if they're hostile, if they're not. whether we
Oh.
should gang up, whether you can work with the aliens, whether you try and steal their tech or whatever. It's super fun, but again, it's like 8 hours long. So this is a 4-hour version of that where they're testing out some Discord bots that will handle a lot of the heavy lifting that you would normally have a human take care of in person, like managing
Oh,
maps and giving people tokens for resources and stuff. So this is just gonna be like talk to the bot and make the game go. I'm excited to see how it works
Excellent. Cool.
because that might mean 1 or 2 people could run a meta game instead of having to put together a team of like 8 or 9 GMs to.
And we
Oh,
don't have to
cool.
make any new friends.
Yeah.
We've
Talk
got
to the bot.
enough.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Cool. All right.
Alrighty then. Yeah, next week it is then.
All right. See you
Just
next week.
news this tab until then.
Bye.
Bye.